Cal's parents.
Now he wants to talk.
He needs the truth.
I'm so sorry, Cal.
Sullivan's Crossing.
Season premiere Wednesday at 8 on KTLA-5. A taste of the very special Asian and Pacific Islander LA Smorgasburg coming next weekend, Monday at 9 a.m. on the KTLA-5 Morning News. Broadcasting across California with Nikki Lorenzo. This is Inside California Politics.
Glad you're with us this week. I'm Nikki Lorenzo in Sacramento. On the show today, she is a top contender for California governor in 2026.
Californians hear a lot of excuses from elected officials.
That's a complex problem. That's proving challenging.
That's not my job.
It's too hard.
What a bunch of bull. What we need is new ideas.
That is Katie Porter. She is running to be the next governor of California. She is a former Democratic member of Congress, ran for the U.S. Senate last year, a professor at UC Irvine, and a single mom of 3 kids. And Katie Porter joins us now on Inside California Politics. Thanks for being back.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the last time we spoke when we had you in studio, you hadn't announced your candidacy yet. You are now in this race. And I want to start, too, with that clip that we played from your ad and paraphrase. You say there are BS excuses on how to fix California problems from our leaders. Do you feel like our leaders in elected office aren't doing their jobs right now?
Well, I think there's an urgency to delivering results that this moment calls for. So I think that part of what this governor's race is going to be about, I very much hope, because I think I have a lot to offer here, is getting things done. There's a sort of impatience that I bring, frankly, temperamentally, that I think is in line with where voters are. Some of our problems, like the cost of housing, have been with us for decades now, and they're getting worse, not better. And I think there's folks in the California legislature, I think there are people in advocacy who are coming together to say we need to focus on our biggest problems, and we need to bring a kind of sense of can-do urgency to delivering on those. So
this is a crowded field, as you know. What sets you apart from the other Democrats who are running in this race right now?
Well, a number of things. One is that I think I have the federal experience to think about how to deal with what Donald Trump is going to do to California. Our next governor is going to have to be a healthcare governor. Why? Because we're going to see cuts potentially to Medicare, to Medicaid coming out of Washington, and I have a track record of dealing with those federal issues, pharmaceutical pricing, mental health care. I think the second thing is that I have a really good track record of being able to explain things to voters and being really honest with them. And in this moment where I think on both sides of the aisle, people are frustrated with the political system. They're withdrawing a little bit from politics, and we need people now more than ever to re-engage in California politics, to be energized, because we're going to have some big challenges coming toward us from Washington.
Well, and speaking of the honesty with the voters, too, because, I mean, this is something that the Republicans are going to point out in this race is, you know, California's been under one-party rule, and all of these issues were passed and approved by Democrats. So as part of that honesty, calling out your own party.
I've always been willing to look for good ideas and to call out bad ones wherever they are coming from. And so I didn't go to Washington to do things the usual way. And by the way, I didn't. I was willing to do things and say things and push for things that my colleagues weren't. Let me give you an example. During COVID, we had the Center for Disease, early days of COVID, we had the Center for Disease Control director under Trump in for a hearing. 45 members questioned before me. I was the second to last person. And I'm the one who went toe-to-toe with him and got COVID testing made free for every American. So I think I'm definitely someone who's, I don't care if you're right or left, if you're Northern California, Southern California, rural, urban, what I want is a thriving California. And so I'm going to really put everybody's ideas to the test, and I'm going to go with the approach that will get things done quickly for California.
So as you're surveying things, and I know you're a policy wonk too, surveying things and looking what's going on in Sacramento, is there something that you're eyeing where you're saying this legislature or this current administration isn't doing this and I would change that this way, something specific?
Yeah, so on the doing something positive that I want to help accelerate, let me give you a positive example first. We are starting to see people willing to push to streamline regulation around building housing. It simply costs too much and it takes too long to build housing. And if we're going to grow our population, if we're going to keep businesses expanding in this state, not leaving here to go elsewhere, we have to make the cost of living affordable. And the biggest way to do that is housing, right? That's the biggest chunk of everybody's budget. And so we're seeing people say, CEQA, our environment